remember the first time I bought polarized glasses, I was dating this girl and she was like, you have to get polarized. It makes all the difference in the world. They're expensive. They're always gonna be $100 more than regular glasses, but it's worth it. And when I finally got my pair of polarized glasses, I was like, oh my gosh, it's like literally like day and night, right? Because everything is deeper. Everything is more crisp. Everything looks more real life without the glare of the sun. The sun is wonderful, obviously wouldn't be here without it. But when it's super bright on a day, those bright rays of sunshine can make it so hard to focus and see anything, especially if you're doing an activity. If you're skiing or you're snowboarding or you're, maybe you're riding your motorcycle or maybe you're just hiking in the mountains or you're in the woods, maybe you're hunting, whatever it is, you wanna have that crisp, clear picture. Well, we are doing, and I don't know how, Bell and Howell, bless their hearts, I don't know how they did it, we're doing the flip-up polarized glasses for a $20 bill today. You should be buying 5 and 6 sets of these. In fact, buy 100 sets and go to a flea market and you probably get 100 for them. I'm telling you. I'm not telling you to do that. Do whatever you want to do, but buy at least one pair today. Lou Caputo, and you know Lou knows a lot about a lot of stuff, and I respect Lou very much.
I do.
I didn't say a little about a lot of stuff.
A lot about a lot.
Well, but Lou, you know, and you've been around enough, and I know you're an all-around guy. You do I know you like to travel. You do a lot of other things besides HSN. It's really important to be able to see images crisp and clear. Whether you're just hanging out with your friends, whether you're a worker, construction, whatever you're doing, you want to see without all the glare and without all the glare.
You want to take in the colors. You want to be able to see the details, and that's what these glasses do for you. If you've never seen the TacGlasses before, these are UVA and UVB protection that you're going to get with these. Plus, they're polarized, or more accurately, they remove polarized light, as you can see right there. They actually look really cool. We call them TacGlasses because they're modeled after the glasses.
Very aerodynamic.
Well, and they're modeled after the glasses that law enforcement and the military wear.
I was going to say, don't the military use these things?
Yeah, very much like that. Look very much like these. Now, what's different about these though today is these are flip-up glasses, okay? So these are made to be worn over reading glasses. This is why I'm wearing or not reading glasses, just glasses. That's why I'm wearing mine today, and watch this. Now I can put this on over my glasses, and now not only can I, the glare's being removed and my eyes are protected, but I can actually see because I've got my glasses on.
Here it comes.
Ready? Here we go. Look at that. So when I don't want the glasses, I can flip these up just like that. Isn't it cool?
I do not have a pair of these, and I go through this problem all the time where if I don't pop in contacts and all that, because usually I have to put the contacts in to wear the sunglasses.
It's a process. Yeah.
And you know what? When you look at this,
look at that.
I'm gonna ask my producer Jared. Do I look like I'm wearing my regular glasses underneath here?
You can't see them
from there.
And mine are big.
Can you? I mean, look at me. You don't even know I got. Look.
I'll be back.
There they are. These are pretty, you know what the amazing thing is, we're in an indoor studio today. Yeah. We're gonna head outside for the pressure washer. Even inside, everything I look at, Lou, is crystal clear. It's so much, I use the word deeper.
That's accurate. That's accurate. Well, and all the colors come back. I wanna show you something really cool. And this is maybe the best explanation of what polarization does for you. Look at this monitor that's sitting right here. You cannot see anything on this. Why? Because we removed the polarizing filter from this computer monitor. So it's just a big glary mess. Now, if I take a piece of material that's actually punched out from what the glasses are made of, I'm gonna flip it around so you'll see the view that you would have, and I put it in front of this. All of a sudden, look at that, there's something there. Now, look, nothing, something. Nothing, something. And it's actually, as you can see, the bald eagle with the American flag behind it. Not only can you see that there's something there, but you can see the colors that are behind it too. So that's what makes these so amazing, is that's what it's gonna do for you. You're gonna see the colors. It's gonna remove that glare. It's gonna protect your eyes. Now, here's something interesting, okay? If I take these off, the glasses that I'm wearing, these are the kind of glasses, you can probably tell they're a little darker, right? These are the kind of glasses that when they're exposed to UV light, they turn dark, okay? Here's the thing. They don't protect my eyes. My eye doctor made a point of telling me, even though I spent a lot of money on these, I still needed to wear sunglasses. Well, so now I gotta take these off. Now I can't see, okay? And to put my sunglasses on. But with my TacGlasses, I can have the best of both worlds. And I'll tell you something else. Here's something I realized this morning when I was driving to work, and this is actually kind of funny. This morning, I didn't have my glasses on. I'm driving to work. The sun's coming up. Half the time I'm driving directly, right?
I was too.
I'm driving right into the sun, so I put my sunglasses on, but then when I'm not driving into the sun, I'm going behind trees and stuff, my lights came on in my truck and it's dark. And I'm like, what?
Yeah, I know.
So I'm constantly doing this. With these, it's the flip. You flip them up, you flip them down, you flip them up. Plus you're getting the carrying case, you're getting the cleaning cloth, and we give you a miniature version of what you're seeing right here, this little guy. You're gonna get a miniature version of this so that you can test it. And if I put this in there, look at that. See how you can see that? You can see that on the, actually the shadow's making it, but you can see in the corners how you can actually see. There he is.
Yeah, it's clear. Yeah, look at
see
that.
So you can actually see it.
It deepens and it enhances. What I love about it too, as we said, Lou, is that a lot of us are using our phones, our tablets, cameras, things like that outside. And what do we do every time we do that? We usually take our sunglasses off because we think we're getting a more true picture.
Right.
The nice thing about these is if you do want to indeed do that,
you don't have to take the key, you just flip your glasses up. How many times have you lost a pair of sunglasses because you took them off to do something?
Too many times.
How many times, Lou?
Let's talk about that for a second, because what you're seeing here are examples of what we call debilitating glare. It's actually glare that is, you know, uncomfortable for you. It's painful. It renders it so that you're not safe driving because you can't see colors. Well, what things are colorful that we need to see? Traffic lights, stop signs? Yeah, we need to see those things. Now, here's a pair of glasses. A lot of people go like, oh, you know what? I just go to the drugstore and I buy a pair of glasses. Okay, so here's a pair of glasses that we paid $39.95 for, as you see right there. Here's the thing, these are not UVA protection, they're not UVB, ultraviolet B protection, and they're not polarized. You're paying darn near 40 bucks for these guys, and you're not getting any of the benefits that you get from the tack glasses. And the other thing is that these are the kind they're on, they're off, they're on, they're off. With the tack glasses, again, I can leave my regular glasses on, I can flip them up when I want them, I can put them down. And you know, there are some situations where you might not have, your sunglasses might not be dark enough. So you can actually put these over even another pair of sunglasses to even enhance that more and give you a little bit more blocking ability from the sun. So let's look at this one more time. I'm going to show you this monitor, and remember, this is a giant piece of the material that your sunglasses are made of, your tack glasses are made from. We've taken the polarizing filter out from the monitor, but when I put that material in front of it, all of a sudden, isn't it cool? I love that demonstration.
And if you're out on the road, and you guys know people that drive all day, and also let me talk to some of our friends out there, our senior friends out there that have issues as you know, as your eyes get older.
Yeah.
You know, you'll often go to the doctor and they'll say your eyes are more sensitive. You need to get something that's going to block the light. I want to actually hold this pair up. And I don't know, Mike, if you can get in really close. So obviously very cool, very slick from this direction.
Yeah, they look cool.
Look at the top and you see how you have that protection from above.
Yep.
And then look at the side and you see you actually have the protection from the side as well, Lou. Another nice thing I like about these, they're comfortable on the ear. They have little padded ear pads on them, okay, as well.
Oh, very comfortable.
And you see the shape. What's important for that, and the reason that the tack glasses from Bell Howell were created that way, so they won't fall off your head. I don't know how many glasses you have, and maybe you have very expensive. Listen, I have a very showy pair of sunglasses. Cost me about $400 or $500.
Yeah.
I love them, but I would not wear those in any kind of an activity thing. I would never wear them. I'd never wear them skiing. I wear glasses like this when I ski because I don't want them to fall off my head. I want them to be secure, and I don't want wind blowing in on my face because that's a lot of people like my mom's just dealing with dry eyes now.
Right. Oh, yeah.
And it's like when you go outside and the wind hits your eyes and they get dried out, this helps to protect. It's more streamlined. And even from, not to mention the fact, and Lou, I'm very surprised you haven't said how cool I look in them.
You do look cool. Look at him.
That could be right in the catalog.
I see a modeling career like right around the corner. Wow, look at that. Look at that.
I should be, that's what I should be
Amazing. Well, you know, you
tack glasses
he
model.
should be. He should. You know what? I'm going to talk to them about this.
Eddie, what do you,
Eddie wants a pair too.
Oh, hey, Lou, they come with a case too, right?
They do come with a case and a cleaning cloth and the little tester card in there so you can see the polarization. I like what you said about the sides being open too.
Yeah.
We're full vision, guys.
Well, and as we said, like our parents and our grandparents, stuff like that, it's like, you know, they have to buy these specialty glasses. Get these, you're going to love them.
Thanks, Lou. All right,
welcome,
we're
buddy.
running outside. We're going to pressure wash. Let's do it.